Jay Leno's garage isn't just filled with sleek, polished machines you've seen before. It's home to some of the weirdest, most unique vehicles the automotive world has ever seen. While everyone's familiar with the celebrity host's famous car collection, many of the cars housed in his legendary garage go far beyond the ordinary. These aren't just any cars. These are oddities, each with a story that'll have you scratching your head in awe and curiosity. So, let's see 15 weirdest cars in Jay Leno's garage that you never knew existed. Number 15. The 1914 Peugeot L45.
1914 Peugeot L45 Grand Prix car. That was the spare car.
This beast from the early 20th century is a truly bizarre find in Leno's garage. The 1914 Peugeot L45 isn't just an old car, it's a legend. Powered by a 4.5-liter four-cylinder engine, this car was originally built for racing, boasting an impressive 120 horsepower for the time. Its design features large, spoked wheels and a streamlined body, making it look like a relic from another era. But what makes it so strange is its use in the early days of motor racing. This was a time when automotive technology was rapidly evolving, and Peugeot was at the forefront of that change. The L45 was built for speed and agility, yet its design speaks to the industrial style of the time, which was far more about raw performance than comfort. Jay Leno's decision to add the L45 to his collection isn't just about owning a piece of history. It's about appreciating how far racing technology has come. Plus, it's one of those cars you never see on the road anymore, adding to its mystique and charm in Leno's garage. Number 14. The 1954 Kaiser Darren.
The 1954 Kaiser Darren is...
Not quite. This is an American-built sports car. It was a marriage between the Kaiser Automobile Company.
Imagine a car that is both rare and futuristic. Enter the 1954 Kaiser Darren. This car is a true anomaly in the automotive world, with a design that was far ahead of its time. Produced in limited numbers, only 435 units were made, and Leno owns one of them. What makes Darren so odd? It's the first car ever to have a fiberglass body, a bold move in the 1950s. Its swooping lines, low stance, and signature sliding doors set it apart from any other car of the era. Not only was it innovative in materials, but its performance was also solid for the time with a 3.7-liter inline-six engine. The Darren was part of a short-lived experiment by Kaiser Frazer and remains a curious chapter in automotive history. Leno's appreciation for the strange and extraordinary has led him to cherish this oddball vehicle, which isn't just rare, it's an engineering experiment that paved the way for future fiberglass car designs. Number 13. The 1929 Duesenberg chassis. This isn't just any classic car. Jay Leno's 1929 Duesenberg chassis has no body, and that's exactly what makes it so marvelous. It's an embodiment of the raw mechanics and engineering marvels of the past. This wasn't originally built for a public show. Instead, it's a bare-bones, mechanical masterpiece. The engine, a 420 cubic inch inline-8, cranks out 265 horsepower, considered top tier in the late 1920s. But here's the kicker. The real beauty lies in its intricate craftsmanship. The Duesenberg's stainless steel grille, valued at $1,200 back in the day, was a showpiece in itself. Jay Leno's fascination with the mechanical genius behind this chassis goes beyond just having a fancy car. It's a nod to history, to an era of bold automotive innovations. This machine was designed to exude power and luxury, and though it never received a body, it stands as a symbol of early 20th century automotive design. Number 12. The 1932 Morgan three-wheeler. Next up is a ride that blurs the line between a motorcycle and a car. The 1932 Morgan three-wheeler. This quirky machine isn't just rare. It's a blend of two worlds. While most cars have four wheels, the Morgan confidently rides on three. It's a product of Morgan Motor Company's desire to blend economy with speed. The three-wheeler's design features a single front wheel and two rear wheels, giving it an odd yet charming look. Powered by a four-cylinder Ford side valve engine, it's lightweight, fast, and packed with character. Driving it feels like you're experiencing a throwback to simpler times, where the thrill of the ride mattered more than the comforts of modern vehicles. The minimalist design, open cockpit, and exposed engine offer a raw driving experience that transports you back to the early 20th century. Leno's three-wheeler exemplifies his appreciation for the quirky side of car history. Cars that didn't follow the conventional route, but rather set their own path. This odd little vehicle remains an icon of automotive history for its uniqueness and unforgettable design. Number 11. The 1935 Delahaye 135S.
So normally we would just cut to me sitting here, but I didn't want to lie to you.
With the exception of the electric fan, this is exactly as it would have been in 1935.
If you think you've seen all there is to European luxury, wait until you check out the 1935 Delahaye 135S. This stunning French masterpiece makes Leno's collection even more marvelous. When it was first unveiled at the Paris Motor Show, the 135S was hailed as a performance car with elegance. It wasn't just a pretty face either. This car had serious racing pedigree. The Delahaye 135S raced at Le Mans and clinched victories at the Monte Carlo Rally. The engine inside packs a punch with a 3.6-liter six-cylinder unit, pumping out 160 horsepower. The Delahaye's design, timeless and graceful, adds to its status as a queen of the road. It's one of those vehicles that isn't just admired, it's revered. While the 135S has a deep-rooted history and competition, its beauty and refinement make it an heirloom of European automotive culture. Leno's 1935 Delahaye 135S shows his ability to appreciate both the looks and the mechanics of a vehicle. It's not just about collecting cars, it's about preserving history. Number 10. The 1962 Volga Gaz 21.
This is a 1966 Volga Gaz. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. This is a Russian car.
During not quite the height of the Cold War, that would have been...
Talk about a car that makes you say, "What?" The 1962 Volga Gaz 21 is a piece of Soviet Union automotive history that many would never expect to find in Leno's garage. Built during the Cold War era, this car's build quality is often criticized, but that's part of what makes it so fascinating to Leno. It's a piece of history, a glimpse into Soviet engineering, and, let's be honest, an oddball collector's gem. The Volga Gaz 21 was designed as a staff car for the KGB, and it looks like it's straight out of a spy movie. Despite its reputation for poor assembly, the car came with some surprising luxury features, such as reclining seats, a heater, a radio, and even rust-proofing for those harsh Russian winters. Powered by a 2.5-liter inline-4 engine, the Gaz 21 produced 75 horsepower. It's not a powerhouse, but it's built to endure, and that's something Leno truly appreciates in his bizarre collection. This unique Soviet classic reminds us that sometimes the rarest cars aren't the most polished. They're the ones with a history and a story that stands the test of time. Number 9. The 1937 Fiat Topolino.
The 1937 Topolino will get 50 miles to the gallon. That's right, 50. This was Italy's answer to the Volkswagen.
Is a car that captures the essence of post-Depression Italy. Nicknamed the Little Mouse, this charming compact car was built to get people moving efficiently around Italy's narrow streets. Leno fell in love with this gem because it was different from anything else in his collection. Despite its tiny stature, the Topolino is surprisingly practical, offering reclining seats, a heater, a radio, and a windshield washer. All features that made it a practical choice for urban driving. Under the hood, the Fiat Topolino is powered by a modest 569 cubic centimeter four-cylinder engine, delivering just enough horsepower for city driving. It was never about speed. It was about convenience, mobility, and innovation in the face of economic hardship. Leno's love for this car is evident. And it's a beautiful reminder that even the most unassuming vehicles have their place in automotive history. Number 8. The 1966 NSU Spider.
70 miles an hour, it's quite pleasant because there's absolutely no vibration at all.
For a car enthusiast like Leno, it's all about appreciating the oddballs that change the game. Enter the 1966 NSU Spider, the first production car to feature the innovative Wankel rotary engine. This car holds a special place in automotive history, and for Leno, it's a standout in his collection. The NSU Spider's design is a combination of whimsy and sophistication, and its compact dimensions make it almost comical in its smallness, especially for someone of Leno's stature. The Wankel rotary engine, which powers the Spider, is a defining feature that set this car apart from others in its time. With just a 498 cubic centimeter engine that produces around 50 horsepower, it wasn't a speed demon, but it was an engineering marvel for the era. Leno's admiration for this unique technology is evident in how he cherishes the Spider, making it a one-of-a-kind gem in his collection. Number 7. The 1928 Bugatti, Type 37A.
The fascinating thing about this car, it was owned by Pierre Véron. You know the new Bugatti Veyron?
When it comes to legendary automotive brands, few stand out quite like Bugatti. And for Leno, the 1928 Bugatti, Type 37A, is a crowning achievement in his collection. This classic car is a direct descendant of the Type 22, and it's one of the finest examples of Bugatti's craftsmanship. It features an inline-4 engine with a displacement of 1.5 liters, producing between 79 to 84 horsepower. It's not just the power under the hood that makes this car special, it's its racing pedigree.
90 horsepower and at the top speed of 122 miles an hour.
The Type 37A was made for performance and even won several Grand Prix races. With a top speed of 122 miles per hour, this car was ahead of its time. Leno's Type 37A is an emblem of automotive history, marrying power, finesse, and engineering excellence into one incredibly rare and beautiful machine. Number 6. The 1931 Shotwell.
It was a labor of love. It was built in 1931 by a 17-year-old kid and rebuilt by us about 12 years ago.
Here's a car that's as unique as it gets. The 1931 Shotwell is a 3-wheeled coupe designed by Bob Shotwell, a high school student who decided to build his own car after his father told him to do so. The car was powered by a 1931 Indian motorcycle engine, making it one of the most unusual vehicles in Leno's garage. Despite its quirky design, this handmade car has accumulated 150,000 miles on its odometer, proving its durability and the creativity behind its creation. When Bob reached out to Leno, it was with the hope that his creation would be preserved and appreciated for its ingenuity. And sure enough, Leno took this oddball under his wing, ensuring its place in automotive history. Number 5. The 1991 LCC Rocket.
It's no bigger than a coffin. So when you do crash it, they just dig a hole, they can drop.
The LCC Rocket is the dream car of automotive visionary Gordon Murray, the mind behind the McLaren F1. Weighing in at a mere 800 pounds, the LCC Rocket is built with lightweight engineering, an all-steel chassis, and a Yamaha motorcycle engine. Leno's love for lightweight cars with performance capabilities shines through with this purchase. The Rocket's small size and big power make it a thrilling driving experience. And with only 55 units ever made, it's one of the rarest cars in the world. Number 4. The 2001 Blastoline Special. This car is as much an art piece as it is a vehicle. The Blastoline Special, designed by Randy Grubb, is a beast of a machine. It houses a V12 engine that produces 1,600 horsepower and 3,000 pound-feet of torque. This car is Leno's masterpiece of muscle and design. With its over-the-top specs and unique design, the Blastoline Special is one of those cars that's impossible to ignore. Number 3. The 1906 Stanley Steamer.
And this is my 1906 Stanley Steamer Vanderbilt Cup Racer. I've had this car probably 20 years.
For Leno, steam-powered cars are a special breed. The 1906 Stanley Steamer is a perfect example of this love. Powered by steam rather than gasoline, this vintage car underwent significant modifications to enhance its performance. Now equipped with hydraulic brakes and a larger boiler, Leno's Stanley Steamer has been transformed into a modernized version of the original. It's a throwback to a time when steam was king, and Leno's appreciation for the rare and unusual makes it a prized part of his collection. Number 2. The 1913 Mercer Raceabout.
One of the greatest American cars of all time, certainly right up there with the Duesenberg. It's the Mercer Raceabout. It's a 1913 Mercer Raceabout.
The Mercer Raceabout is a classic roadster from the brass era, and it's the perfect example of Leno's love for American-made vintage cars. With a 58 horsepower engine and stripped-down design, the Mercer is built for speed. It's an iconic vehicle from a time when road racing was in its infancy, and Leno's admiration for its racing history and design makes it one of the most memorable pieces in his collection. Number 1. The 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado Finale.
1966 Oldsmobile Toronado.
The 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado takes the top spot on our list. This groundbreaking car was the first American-made vehicle to feature front-wheel drive, revolutionizing the way cars were designed and driven. Leno's appreciation for the Toronado goes beyond its technological innovation. He's drawn to the car's style and luxury. With a sleek design and cutting-edge engineering for its time, the Toronado is one of the most significant cars in Leno's collection. So there you have it, the 15 weirdest cars in Jay Leno's garage. These machines are more than just cars. They're pieces of history, each with its own unique story. Whether it's the quirky 1932 Morgan three-wheeler or the technologically revolutionary 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado, each vehicle tells a story of innovation, craftsmanship, and automotive evolution. Which car surprised you the most? Do you think Jay Leno's love for unusual cars makes him the ultimate car enthusiast? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get talking. And if you want more inside looks into the weird and wonderful world of vintage machinery, make sure to subscribe to Vintage Cars for more amazing content.